He did it. Someone is actually crazy enough to do this. Hey guys, want to welcome you back to the Senzu Pop channel. Today we have a very interesting and crazy deck profile for you. We know this deck has been in existence. The concept, how to play it, has always been a theory. Some people really enjoy playing it, but someone actually brought it to a regionals with it. And did he just have fun at regionals? Did he just top? No, he came in first. So what is this deck profile about? What is the deck that could win against a sea of Dark Broly, Shinshin, Wrong Launch, King Piccolo? You won't guess it. It is Android 18 and Android 18 Meal. So it is my pleasure and honor to have with me Sebastian Garcia. I hope I pronounced this correctly. With me to explain his deck profile, Android 18 Meal, that came in first in a regional. I am so excited beyond words. See you guys after the short intro. Hey guys, I want to welcome you back from the intro. Like I said, if you take a look at the deck list in front of me, this is a crazy build. Someone actually went ahead and do it, and not just he tops the event or something, he actually came first. And it is my pleasure and my honor to have Sebastian Garcia with me today, who plays this deck and he piloted, like I said, first place in Latin America regionals. Sebastian Garcia, you want to say hi to our audience?
Hi, I'm great. I am honored of stay here.
No, it is my honor to have you. When I first saw this deck list, I was like, okay, I really need to get you on this channel and I really have to feature this because, you know, we have a lot of launch, we have a lot of King Piccolos, but we don't have any Androids 18 that kind of come close to what you do, alright? Okay, first, before we even go ahead and talk about your deck, what are some of the decks that you have to face to get to your first place?
Well, the decks I have to fight. It's 3 King Piccolos, 1 Launch, 1 Majin Vegeta, 1 Shinchan, and maybe I forget someone.
Dark Broly.
1 Dark Broly 2.
Alright, and this deck is undefeated.
Undefeated.
Oh, this is just amazing.
7 rounds.
Alright. Okay, so 7 rounds, undefeated, first place Latin America regionals. So we're gonna go through the deck. I should know how this deck works, but maybe for our viewers, can you explain how to play this deck?
Sure. It's a defensive deck. You only wait. Your opponent attack you, and in the turn 4, you play a Rebuff of Justice and play your freezer and attack. You don't mill like a Janemba. 2 cards, 4 cards. You mill the deck completely.
Alright, and the reason why you mute the deck, it's because of this new card Android 16 for his mother. The whole idea here is to populate your opponent's board with a lot of clone tokens. So every single turn, your opponent is going to get 4 clone tokens, and then by the time it goes to turn 4, it has 16 clone tokens. Every single one, 2 of them, your opponent has to mill a minimum of, let's do math over here, 32 cards just in one swing. Even if your opponent doesn't take damage and he dies, your opponent is gonna mill out his whole entire deck. A question for you, maybe, do you have problems finding an Android 16 for his mother? Because that is very important for you to win the game, right?
Yes, it's very important, but not essentially. But the field play you 2 tokens. More and plus that the battle cards your opponent play, it's very good.
Okay,
it's enough many times.
all right. And I believe that you kind of need, because of Android 21 scheme, the first battle card that you play has Summoning Sickness. You really need Destined Deed Krillin. Put it down, take away the Summoning Sickness, then you play a full power Frieza. If not,
Yes,
the full power Frieza cannot swing, right?
That is the strategy first. Sometimes my opponent kill the 16 and I can play it for the drop for free.
Yep.
And do the same things that Krillin do.
So, and Android 16, for those people who doesn't know, who's new to Android, the blue Android game, or you can, this card is very difficult to remove from the board. Yes, your opponent can remove it, but all you have to do is to bring him out is for 0 energy, just remove one of your opponent's clone token, and then you can bring him out from the drop area. The good part about this, it's because that is the first battle card that you play. It is 0 energy. It helps you to get away from your Android 21 scheme, the Summoning Sickness, so that you can swing with a full power Frieza, 100% overdrive. Maybe another question for you would be, hold on, I actually have it. Okay. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. You didn't face against green and blue. Those are going to be very difficult, right?
Yes, it's the match difficult for me because the counterplays for the green it's Freezer.
Yep.
And can kill my Freezer when I play it. And the blue, the blue, because the counterplay of Trunks. I can't counter it. I can't do anything with him.
Okay. Yep. Correct.
But Freezer, I got a response with the counterplay Trunks.
God Sealing Technique.
That will be the difficulty of that colors.
So is it possible that when your opponent plays, you mentioned, right? Is it possible to play God Sealing Technique to counterplay their Freezer, Charismatic Villain?
Yes, that is the only reason for that card it's in the deck.
All right. And because for me, I've been trying to toy around with this idea for some time because Android 18 Meal has always been around. A question for you is that, we could, one of the ways that I'm trying to play it is to do the Freezer, the 2-drop championship Freezer that actually comes out brings your full power Freezer 100% overdrive for 1 energy. Did you ever thought about using that chain?
I think about that card, but the thing is that if you play your Freezer very earlier, you don't have the effect of mill all the deck. You can rush the play of your Freezer because your opponent don't have enough battle cards in play.
So it doesn't matter. You can play it earlier. You don't mill the whole deck, so it doesn't. It misses the point. So just be defensive. Chalk up your whole board with a lot of defensive card, and when you swing, you want to just finish the game right there. I think that's a good strategy. I think that's a good point. Rebuff of Justice. I'm pretty sure that you are not going to choose one blue battle card with energy 5 or less. That's what you want to do, but you are not going to choose any battle card for your opponent, right? But it says that you have to choose it, right? Then choose one of your opponent battle card.
I have to choose it. If it's for me, I don't choose anything.
Okay. For you, okay, sure. Alright, that sounds pretty good. But this deck, it's pretty straightforward. So all you have to do is defend. You sense to be an untap. You have a total of 12 super combo in this deck because of this Unbreakable Saiyan, Infinite Villainy Cell, and also with the Vegeta super combo, you have 12 super combos. So basically, and also you have this Ultra Instinct Goku Kamehameha. How good is this deck? How good is this card in your deck?
The Kamehameha, it's good, but I think the other is better because I can draw, and I need find the pieces for playing Freezer and Rebuff of Justice. That's the 2 cards I needed for make my goals. And that cards give me draw.
Okay.
I defend, I draw, defend, draw, and restand with senzu. And the defense is very solid.
Yep, I can see your defense, it's pretty on point. Because your Unison card, you don't need any energy to play it. Your Android 16 for his mother, no energy to play it. And the rest of the cards is just very, very defensive. Not die, and then you just slap on the full power freezer, 100% overdrive, just meal out the whole entire deck. The last two questions before we end this call. The first one is, what about the Android 18? You know the Android 18 one cost counterplay and she is a blocker? What do you think about that card? Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know that card. I think very much about play it, but the thing is that I play the Unison. Sorry. I don't play the Unison never in the tournament. Never.
Oh, okay.
because this is the reason. The reason is I want the opponent attack me. I want he lose your hand, trying to kill me. And I always have a hand. I always can defend, and he lose resources.
Alright, that is a pretty good point. So what you are saying here is that you don't play the Unison, so to prevent your opponent from swinging into the Unison, what you want them to do is to overcommit, to kill your leader, because they know it's a time bomb. Once your full power freezer comes in, they are dead. There's nothing that they can do. They cannot out-combo it because you are not winning by damage. You just want them to swing, overcommit, but you have enough cards to take care to make sure that you don't die. So you want them to lose their hand cards, but you're on your side, you are making sure that you have the proper hand size.
Yes, that is the things with that. And the other things is Baby Hatch. It's the best card of the
deck,
of the defensive and the deck. It's gave me 3 or 4 matches.
Yep, I can imagine, right? When you are about to die, you cannot do anything, and Baby Hatchiak just plays it, and it buys you 1 turn. I think there's no discussion. It's one of the best SCR out there, right?
And give me the 3rd turn, and I can stay good the 3rd turn. Is critically, and give my 4th turn and play the freezer, and it's over.
Yep. Okay, so a question, maybe the last question. What would you change in the deck after been through 7 matches with like all this really high meta decks? What would you change?
Maybe I think it's pretty good. Maybe one intersecting fates more.
Okay,
it's a great card. Make me find the pieces I needed if I don't get it with all the draw the decks makes, but I think it's pretty good, pretty consistent.
Alright, that sounds good, anything that you want to say to our audience, the viewers, before we end this call?
Only say it's a pleasure win with this deck. I love Android 18. It's a deck I got for a long time, but with the Big X, it's a match loses.
Okay.
Because I can mill.
Correct.
But if don't stay Big X, I can win. Pretty sure.
Alright, that sounds good, correct. I think it's going to be difficult when it comes to Vegex, and also when you're playing against green, this deck, blue, I think this deck suffers a little bit. I think God Sealing Technique might be a little bit too strong. That's my opinion. Anyways, thank you so much, Sebastian Garcia, for joining us in this call. Big congratulations to you. Like I said, when I first saw this deck and when I first saw the results from the Latin America regionals and I saw the Android 18 top, first thing, I cannot believe in top, and second thing is I need it on my channel to feature it, to share this very beautiful and interesting build, and yeah, to all the viewers out there. So thank you so much for taking the time for joining my channel. Congratulations on your win. You deserve it. You are a champion for bringing this deck to the regionals. And viewers, I hope you like this deck too. Stay safe and see you guys in the next video. All right, ciao, bye.